These people all had help crossing the finish line. In 2017, a cross-country runner helped his injured teammate finish a race. Blank Lewis was a junior at Riverton High School in Utah. He heard the sound of his leg bone snapping with only 200 meters left in the state championship meet.
During the race, I felt fine, but just at the very last part, I just did not feel good, and then just broke.
Sean stopped and lifted his teammate onto his back.
It was super hard, and I heard him screaming the whole way, but, I just kept telling him we're a family and we're a team, and, we're gonna finish this one together. I believe that everybody should finish, so I put him down and I made sure he crossed in front of me.
That was a really cool experience. It's something I'll remember for a really long time.
Unfortunately, both boys were disqualified because of a rule that says you cannot touch another runner.
If it's being disqualified for that reason, I'm all for it. That's who I am. I'm not a hero, I'm just Blake's brother.
In 2021, an exhausted runner was helped to the finish line by total strangers during the New York City Marathon.
For them not to know me, just to know that I knew that I wanted to get to that finish line and they were willing to help me, you can't ask for better than that. I remember falling for sure. I remember falling and the legs I didn't have it. I definitely want to say thank you a million times.
I saw him actually very close to the finish line. And I just didn't think about it. I thought it was, just stop and try to help him.
I just thought about helping another marathoner finish his race.
To the world, it just was a big symbol of brotherhood, unity, community.
In 2017, a marathon runner came within feet of the finish line, but just couldn't make it.
This is our winner, ladies and gentlemen. This is not normally what you expect to see at the finish of a marathon.
Chandler Self was leading the Dallas Marathon, but was running on empty.
When I watched that video, I think I cringed just like everyone else. I've had friends and family text me and say, I was really, really worried about you.
Chandler could see the finish line as she collapsed. That's when a complete stranger came to help her up. But all Chandler could think about was getting disqualified because of the nice gesture.
Ariana, the 17-year-old high school student, was really trying to help me out, and I even tried to push her away, but her heart was just overcome with kindness and compassion for me that I think she just was like, I gotta help her. When you can't run, you walk. When you can't walk, you crawl. And no matter how many times you fall down, that just means that's how many times you get back up again. Oh, it just hurts so bad. I know I would have made it across that finish line no matter what.
Also in 2017, crossing this finish line meant the end of a difficult chapter for Dean Otto. A year prior, he was knocked off his bike by a car. He broke his back, pelvis, tailbone, leg, and several ribs. His surgeon, Dr. Matt McGirt, called the injuries catastrophic and said Otto's spine was torn apart. Despite the odds against him, the athlete knew he couldn't be down for long. He was so confident in his recovery that he challenged Dr. McGirt to run a half marathon with him after his extensive surgeries to put metal rods in his back and reconfigure his spine. During rehabilitation, Otto learned to walk again. A year after the accident, it was time to make good on that challenge. Otto, Dr. McGirt, and Will Huffman, the man who hit Otto with his car, ran the marathon together.
Kill me, I can barely keep up with him.
In 2016, despite being paralyzed from the chest down, a woman in England completed a half marathon. It took Claire Lomas 5 days to cross the finish line, but she did it with the help of a bionic suit. She trained for the event using a special bike and walking in the suit as much as possible.
An ultimate training session.
Lomas says she experienced some morning sickness during training and made a special announcement on day 4 of the competition.
Dan and I are very excited that I'm actually 16 weeks pregnant.
Lomas was paralyzed after a horseback riding incident, but thanks to the robotic exoskeleton, she continued to compete in other ways. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.